Welcome back, everyone, to Storm Akima Reboot. Storm here.
Jessica here.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Dawn.
Are you ready for more Avatar?
Oh, you know it.
Last episode, Aang was tested by Boomy, and Jet got frozen. Or did he? Did he die?
You know, it was really unclear.
So, we are watching episode 5 today, and this one's called Spirited Away.
Which has a lot of meaning outside of Avatar, too. So we'll see if there's a little bit of an overlap, I guess.
Yeah, Studio Ghibli. We had some fans from that, maybe, and I'm curious who's going to be in this, because I remember Heibai, the panda spirit. We had an owl spirit in season 2.
Washing Tong, he who knows 10,000 things.
That's pretty amazing, actually. And then we had Ko, the face stealer. Now, the way this series has been going, we've had a combination of all 3 seasons combined. So I'm curious if we're going to see more than one spirit in this episode.
A radish spirit, maybe?
That would be quite
the first
interesting.
Avatar? There's a lot of spirits.
That's more
there.
Korra, but that could definitely blend in as well. You never know.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Weave it into the tapestry.
Shall we get into it?
Let's do it. Oh no! Where's your flying bison?
No.
Why are you running places?
Whoa! It's like Neo.
Wait, did the boomerang come back?
Yeah, Katara.
Ooh.
Oh, nice! You're doing the disc thing early.
Nice!
Great job.
Let's go, let's go!
Oh good, boomerang's back. Whoa!
There he is! Yay!
There. About time. Jeez, Appa, were you on a break?
No, he has a
I
lot of
forgot
fur to
Appa.
shut off. Appa!
We've been running into the firebenders a lot more often. We're getting closer to the Fire Nation border. It was bound to happen. Even without Sokka's tragic dating attempts.
Hey, how was I supposed to know she was a
Tragic.
Fire Nation soldier?
That was good.
At least we can get to the north, where the... Aang?
Uh-oh. Oh,
Ooh, yep, so we're gonna
that's
need
some Heibai right there.
Yep. I'm so curious what Heibai's gonna look like too, because he was so bizarre in the animated version.
He was.
I hope they make him scary.
Version of him.
I want him to be scary. I need Appa. Come here, yip yip. You gonna find an acorn?
Is he gonna plant it? Like a new tree?
That lemur can earthbend.
Grandparents.
Not the lemur, the girl!
Comes new life. This will be a forest again.
My name's Sokka. Rhymes with
Akka.
Akka. Waka waka.
Waka waka. Waka waka.
She looks very brave. She have a name? Well, maybe we can come up with one for her. How about Pippin Paddleopsicopolis?
Oh, they brought it in! Okay, good. The third.
Almost as if the land itself had gotten sick. A few days ago, we sent out an expedition to search for food. And they never came back.
This is a D&D quest if I've ever seen one.
My son,
What happened here in town? Why?
was
Let me tell you.
Everything's very quick in this series.
Avatar
It's like right to
powers.
the it's right to the point.
Any news? No, sir. Nothing? How many places can there be for a giant sky bison to hide? And no reports of anything unusual. Done.
Except what?
Except
Mutton
what?
chops.
One of the resupply merchants mentioned something about kids playing with ice blocks near Senlin Pass, but he was probably mistaken.
I don't trust this guy. I think he's working with Zhao.
In a place where no ice should exist? Most people would call that unusual, wouldn't they? Lieutenant G? Unless they were an idiot.
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, Zuko is driving him towards it.
not self-serving flattery and coy whispers.
Oh, so we feel bad for her
Such
too.
an ass.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's lost. He's separated.
Tara? Hey?
He yelled.
They just didn't answer him.
Yeah.
They were right there.
Can they actually see him like that? Oh. Oh,
Uh-oh.
he's like that too. They're all like that. That's different.
That is different.
Ooh. Welcome to the spirit world.
Perhaps this.
It was so awkward. You're not good at that.
Perhaps.
Did you see waterbenders?
No.
Ah.
But I heard the Avatar might be traveling with some waterbenders.
Here's June?
Yeah, it's June! Woohoo! Oh, I love this. It's so cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
It looks amazing already. Yeah. This is sweet.
Oh, dang. It looks just like her.
It does. I love this. I really hope Iroh is like loves her.
No, he is.
What are you looking at?
A low-life bounty hunter?
Alright, Zuko, cool it.
Come on, Iroh, flirt.
I'll let it pass because your dad's kind of cute.
Oh, she's flirting with him.
Human belongs in this realm.
It is Wan Tongue!
Oh my god, we're getting the owl first season.
I
no
am
birdie.
the spirit of knowledge itself.
He who knows
Please,
10,000
excuse
things.
Sokka,
You know some other things.
Aang, who are you talking to? What
Oh,
do you mean?
you don't see
I
him.
do not hear what you hear. Stay on the path.
Oh, someone's gonna stray. I like him on the stump because it looked like that was his body. Bye bye, birdie. Oh, just want to stop.
It went blue!
It did.
No.
June is the best at what she does, and that's finding people.
She's a mercenary. Her loyalty is bought and sold. How can you trust someone like that?
June is a professional. If she fails,
Also,
she
she's
doesn't
real
get paid,
cute.
and she doesn't eat.
Now, he has another necklace from the pirates.
No.
So what are we gonna use? Like little birdie feet? And like big paws? Ooh,
What is that?
invisible spirits?
Sokka, relax. The owl side may be fine as long as we stuck to the path.
That sounds like Hey Bye.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He looks so
good.
funky!
Oh, he's scary.
Please tell me that's some spirit language only you can understand, and it's saying, "Welcome, friends. Would you like some cake?"
That's not what it's saying.
And it's got the scar in its face like the statue.
The
Yeah.
owl side would be okay.
That's pretty
as long
cool.
as we stay on the path.
We're on the path. We're on the path.
Oh no!
Run,
Don't
run.
go off! They're gonna go off!
Get off the path!
I didn't mean me.
Oh crap!
No! Why are you running in different directions?
Oh. He's Godzilla.
He's got Godzilla breath.
Yeah.
I must have landed harder than I thought. I'm a little discombobulated.
Why can he understand the fox?
You're funny.
You're a talking fox. What? That's not what I do.
I feel like I should know who this is.
You should go.
Someone feel
Yeah,
like
it
it's
sounds
supposed to
familiar.
be someone.
Recombobulate.
What's that?
Is it supposed to be like Yue? Is that like her like
Oh.
moon thing that she had in her hair?
You have good eyes, maybe. They are condensed and everything.
Sokka? Aang?
Like a representation of his future, kind of like when Aang saw the boar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Fast freaking
terrifying.
Kid. Yeah, fast freaking kid.
I don't need freaky little kids in my spirit world.
Oh, they're. Ooh.
Nope. Mm-mm. You're supposed to hug her mommy.
Yeah. In the spirit world, it's nice.
We're late.
Her mom, who looks a little bit like Alanis Morissette. Just a little
Yes! Yes!
bit.
I agree.
I didn't say it wasn't stronger. Whatever you do, don't come out.
Just in time.
Where's the waterbender?
Well, I switched to baby her.
The village.
But either way, doesn't look good. Oh, so Guitar's getting more guilt because...
Because she made it seem like it was her.
I'm the waterbender.
Ugh.
Oh, that's so much worse for Guitar.
This is so much worse. They made it so much worse.
Oh, God, it's so terrible.
So much fear. So much despair.
Is that supposed to be Ah! It scared me so.
No.
I screamed.
I grant this mark of the wise
Oh, I was gonna get this.
Suck.
Yeah.
to my son.
Hey.
Oh,
Banto.
You were cutting it a
Banto.
little close around those icebergs, weren't you?
I am happy they're including so many of the
Let's try to lose
characters.
control.
Oh, poor Sokka.
The truth is, not everyone is meant to have people's lives in their hands.
God.
It was the first time. And there's Ko again. Just don't chase him. We'll go. He does. Ew, that's chilling.
Sounds like Ko's a little bit different in this one, and I'm not a fan, mostly because it's terrifying and I don't want it.
It's not like a facial, like you can't show any emotion. It's like he feeds off.
Yeah, like
Actual
he's feeding off of
emotion?
their emotion.
The centipede body.
What have we
Ooh, creepy. Ooh.
kept it possible?
It had a baboon.
Your friends. Now why would I let you play with my food?
Oh my god.
No. This is too gross. A little skittering. I don't want it. Who's supposed to be here?
Or should be like Gyatso or something.
Hello?
Oh, it is! Aww. It's a good moment. See, when Guitar met her mom, it was a memory. I wish you could actually meet her mom in the spirit world.
I don't know.
Can't believe it's really you.
You couldn't have done anything if you'd stayed with us. You couldn't have
Oh,
stopped the
little piece of mine.
violation.
Yeah.
You couldn't have
You needed to
prevented
hear
the
that.
war. You would have just died along with everyone else. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
So, let go.
Enter the void. Become Win. What?
You can't come this time.
Never
How will you get there?
Mama,
He can fly
Pretty sure-
now.
it's too dangerous. Keep them safe for me.
No, he should have taken Appa and left Momo, so Momo can get some crowns and jewels.
Yeah.
When things we can't control come our way.
Oh, there's archers.
Yep.
And the darkest of nights.
Oh man,
Very risky.
interesting choices being made.
Okay, again, we've mentioned that we're not going to nitpick things. I open-mindedly, I liked it. I did. I mean, it's so different, and they're combining seasons, but maybe going into this, they thought maybe Netflix won't pick up another season, so let's
that's
show
what I
us.
was wondering. If they were putting stuff in this season specifically because they wanted to see it, and they weren't sure if they would get a season 2 and 3.
Yeah, and I really do think that. And let us know, too, guys, if you think the same thing, because I kind of wish that they kept a few things out, just because I like the build-up, and there's just so much to tell that I think it's important to have time for things to develop. And as much as I love Azula's character, I wish... because she wasn't even introduced until the last scene in the first season, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, you got to see her very briefly in the Agni Kai flashback, but
very
literally
briefly,
just see
a
her.
quick
She
frame
was
of
just
her,
yeah, that's it. She was just in the audience. Just
because, I enjoyed this episode more where we got to see Sokka, Katara, and Aang together. Instead of separated the last couple episodes. Mm-hmm. And I get they're trying to add so much stuff, but I like just the three of them learning and being challenged, and it's just very personal, and I feel like there's so much going on. There's just so many things in our face, and we know the show, and we know all the little details they're adding, which I do really appreciate. I really love the attention to detail they're putting into this. But I think a new person coming in, it might be a little bit too much, where they might not really, they can only take in so much. Tell. Yeah, it would be hard to tell.
I can never tell if something is the right level for someone who doesn't know this.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I accurately can't say that, but I kind of think that it's just a lot to take in, but I did enjoy this episode, and being spirited away, you have all the spirits. We were guessing who was going to be in it, and we guessed all three.
We guessed all of them because we named all the spirits.
We did. We named all the spirits, and again, we've been seeing a mix of season 1, 2, and 3. So I'm like, maybe we'll see more than, and not just that. We saw the fox spirit too from the library.
Yeah,
and I like it. So maybe thinking they were only going to get one season out, they wanted to share as much as they could of the different seasons. In there.
We don't know if we're going to get Wan Chi Tong later, so get him in there now, and then we'll...
Yeah, or just to really...
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, or just for the fans, just to kind of draw us in more or something, to be like, hey, look, we're paying attention to all these characters, it's going to happen, and I'm thinking at this point they are going to wait for Toph, which would make me really happy, because she doesn't... I think that's important for her to come in next season.
Yes, she changes the whole vibe of the group. So you've got to let the group solidify first so she can come in and ruin it.
Yes, exactly. And Zuko, I love his character so much. And in the show, even though we felt bad for him, he was so angry the first season. And
he's so angry.
He was just the villain, he learned some things about him that we really felt bad about, but he was so focused on hunting the Avatar and just yelling at people and being mean, and in this version, I really like him, but I'm already feeling season 2, season 3 Zuko, where he's already changing a lot, and I feel like it's too soon. I wanted him to be a little bit more nasty,
I'm not too upset by that.
Yeah.
I do feel like, in some ways they're pushing stuff forward, I think, because they want to acknowledge that stuff happens, and they don't know if they're going to get stuff. Other stuff, a lot of the characterization stuff, learning about Katara and Sokka's mom, learning about Zuko not being actually a bad guy, and all, I think they're trying to, for the new people. That feels to me for the new people.
I feel like that too. Yeah, to really know that he's definitely
have them understand who these people are, so that we can build on it instead of even Azula. I don't know how I feel about Azula being in it this early. I do feel like there's something to it, her showing up later, and you being like, "Who the hell is this?" But I do like that they're already putting in that all she wants is to be perfect, and perfect isn't good enough for her dad.
Yeah, and they changed that up. They totally changed that up too, because she was Daddy's little girl and she was well praised and always the best, but it was just different because he's making it competition. He's making them go against each other.
He's butting their heads, yeah. And like I saw a little bit in that moment where he like it's like, oh, well, Zuko was the one who found him, and that she like turns around,
like
the look on her face. I'm like, this is the beginnings of Azula from the series finale. This is the moment where she's just like, I'm gonna burn this place down with blue fire.
Yeah, the finale was just insane. Like, I love the animated series so much. And yeah, so I get what they're trying to show here, and I do like some of the little changes and some of the major changes, and I did like focusing on the spirit world in this one, and I think they did a good job with just changing it with like a hazy background. You had some color changes, some beautiful landscapes too, but just keeping it mysterious and smoky, foggy, and it felt like a horror movie for a little bit. Like, I actually screamed when I saw Ko come at the
Ko the first time.
Yeah, when he came at the screen really fast, I didn't expect that, so I screamed. But it was freaky, and you know, seeing Katara relive this horrific memory, I mean, that is so traumatizing.
Oh my
and
God, they made it so much worse.
And just adding that slight detail that she's trying to protect her mom and water bended, and the soldier saw that. Now she feels so guilty that she got her mom killed, even though that soldier said, "If you don't tell me, you're gonna die." So he was probably
would have done it anyway.
No matter what.
But yeah, now she lives with it. Like Aang lives with it. Like he just had Gyatso tell him it's not your fault.
Yeah,
but that's what Aang is believing it's his fault. Katara's believing it's her fault. I'm sure Sokka's believing everything's his fault. Because, you know, maybe if he had been better, he could have gone with his dad. Maybe if he'd been better, you know, that his dad wouldn't have had to leave. I'm sure that goes through his head constantly.
Yeah. So he already had that trial, you know, just to obviously say that. But he had that later with Bato. But, you know.
They are switching that up a little bit.
They are. You know. And it's one of those things where it's a side story. And even though a lot of the side stories are important, they can only fit in so much. So, if anything, I am glad that they are trying to include all these details, even though they're told very differently. I really like how they're paying attention to all these things. I mean, even adding Bato in the story, they're bringing in all these characters we enjoy, and they're not ignoring anyone. You know, so I really appreciate that. And I edited, you know, the last couple of episodes recently, and just reliving, looking at the sets, like Bumi's palace, Omashu. I mean, I was impressed by Omashu anyways, and I was more amused by Bumi when we were first introduced to him and him at the feast. But that whole scene was just beautiful. I mean, all the lighting with the rich green colors, it was so vibrant, and it had the right color theme as the animated series. So it was just really impressive, you know, like all the work put into this though. I mean, it's a huge world, and
it is.
There was just a lot of love put into the costumes, the sets, the people, and you know, so it's fun. It is a lot
I agree. I feel like even if it's not your jam, like even if you watch and you get like, this isn't for me, I prefer the cartoon, which you know, who doesn't prefer the cartoon? But you know what I mean? You know,
story. Yeah.
You're just like, you know, you're not happy with it because the cartoon is so good or whatever. I feel like you can't deny that this is made by people who love the cartoon. Like they obviously want to be as like faithful and generous as they can be with what they're able to. So
I agree, and I definitely see that. So even though I agree, I love the animated series so much more. The story's, of course, way stronger there. I can appreciate what they're trying to do in this series, and you know, the story's a little hard sometimes, like there's too much going on, but I really do appreciate all the hard work and details they put into everything, and even the characters. I mean, Aang, I love the casting. I mean, they look just like the characters, and they are pretty good. I mean, the acting sometimes isn't great, but I just kind of let that go, and I just enjoy it for what it is, and I think it's fun. I really love Aang, and I think Katara and Aang were cute in this one, you know, walking together and talking a lot. Like, I wanted to see more of them hanging out. I was a very
spiritual-minded person.
I don't know. He got in there.
There's a moment with Iroh where he was kind of, like, considering, I think he was considering the idea of June. He was kind of just standing like this. And I'm just like, oh man, in that moment, he like really looked like Iroh. Like there's just something about it. I was just like, okay, now he doesn't look like Paul Yang. He looks like Iroh.
Oh, great. I know, because you love him, so. Yeah, Iroh's amazing, and, you know, I was happy to see June in this one. I wanted some flirting, and we got some from June this time instead of Iroh. I like that when he gets paralyzed and he falls next to her. Oh. So I like June in the picture. And her, what was it, that mole?
Tongue didn't even touch you.
Yeah, but the mole creature, I just love her mole creature, whatever it is. But has a name, but I forgot it for, you know, the moment. But yeah, so June's in the picture, and they got to work together. And how are they going to find the Avatar, Sokka and Katara?
Be interesting. I feel like they might be combining a little bit of the Blue Spirit episode with the Avatar Roku episode. Because
yes, thank you. I was going to go there.
Sokka and Katara are on their own with the animals.
Yeah,
and they're out of the picture. So that
would make perfect sense. And Zuko's, of course, desperate to get to him, but he was really desperate this episode, so they're going to meet up next episode. It has to be the Blue Spirit. I really, really hope so. And I am happy they're going to include Roku, because I was kind of worried that he met Kyoshi, and they were just going to simplify it, and she was just going to be his connection going to the northern, you know, the water tribe. So I'm glad that we're going to hopefully see Roku soon, and then the Blue Spirit, and then he'll go back to see Katara.
I'm excited.
Then he'll go back to Katara and Sokka, and they'll be sucking on frozen frogs.
Sucking on frozen frogs just for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, so, sorry, you were saying that you're excited to see Roku?
Yes, I don't know who's playing him. I do know, I did know previous to this who is playing Ko. I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't catch it. I mean, I was appreciating the, you know, special effects of his face looking more like a mask, because it made it even stranger and creepier.
It was very creepy. But the voice was everyone's favorite George Takei.
That would make perfect freaking sense. I was so like, oh my god. You know, I know we're going to see Ko again, so I'm sure when I hear his voice, I'm going to be like, well, that makes perfect sense.
Oh my.
Oh my. I'm going to steal your face next. I love his voice. I was so freaked out by Ko that I wasn't even like connecting it. But okay, that makes perfect sense. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, he did a wonderful job. I don't know who's playing Roku, and I'm very excited because, like you said, the casting's been on point. So I'm excited to see who, you know, what does it look like? What does Roku look like?
Yeah, and the drawing looked just very similar to the animated version, so that was good, yeah.
The drawing looks like I tried to draw Avatar Roku from watching the cartoon.
He's like, that would be so great if we were like at the ship, like in Zuko's, you know, bedroom, and you see like the Avatar series in the background, like a DVD set or something. That would be so funny. Oh,
book
random.
1, book 2, book 3.
Random. But you mentioned a couple episodes that you saw the Flamel from Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Yes.
And I was editing that episode, and I know why I missed it. I looked over here for some reason. I don't know why, but in my head, I looked over here, and when I looked up, the scene was... It switched, and I just missed it, and you were like, the Flamel, and I'm like, I didn't see that, and you're like, oh, it was right there, and Sokka was looking at it, and it was right there, but I was totally shifting something over here, and then I looked up right when it went off, and so I'm so glad you caught that.
On the screen.
It was totally that. I was like, no way. So there were some Full Metal Alchemist fans, you know, in the production here, so that was pretty awesome to see that. And then Waka Waka.
Waka Waka.
Rhymes with Sokka. That was funny.
That was extremely dumb, but very much on point with Sokka. I mean,
and I like that.
They did rhyme with an Akka, which is from season 3. Right? 3? 2? 2? It's season 2.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's the haiku episode.
Oh, yeah. That was season 2.
And ladies, I rocked you.
That's right. Good memory, Jessica. Yes, that did happen. I love those moments so much.
Yeah, I was glad they brought that in. They brought in Tips of Papa.
The third. You were good with it the last time, but yeah. So I like them bringing in all those little details. So that's wonderful. So you could tell like good fans were, you know, helping out with this show, and that's a great thing.
And still, I feel like Sokka's my favorite so far. He feels the most like the character. Zuko's doing fantastic. I love Zuko.
I do love Zuko.
The other kids are doing fantastic. They're all doing great. But like Sokka says stuff, and I'm just like, classic Sokka.
Yeah. I mean, again, you can tell a show is really good when you love a lot of the characters. And in the original, I always loved the main group. I mean, Katara and Aang, I always loved the best. But Sokka, he just cracked me up so much. And Zuko, I loved. You know, they were my favorite four. And I love Toph, too. But, you know, those guys I love the most, then Toph and Suki and everyone. And in this version, it's kind of similar. But I want to say Sokka and Zuko I like the most in this version so far. And everyone's just adorable.
Yeah.
And I just love
it. They're all doing really good.
It's very enjoyable.
I can't wait to see who they cast as Toph. Oh, God.
Oh, I know. And again, I hope she doesn't show up in this season, because as much as I love her,
I doubt
they're throwing too much at us too quickly, where I think it's a little overwhelming. But
maybe a boar. They're allowed to see a boar.
Yeah, right? Let's see a boar.
That's it. When he goes back to Spirit World, he saves his friend, and there's a boar.
Yeah, like, oh, what does that mean?
I'll allow that.
Oh, hint, hint. Yeah, that would be kind of nice to see. I like those details. And then you said, randomly, you said that the fox spirit that we saw had it looked like a bracelet or some kind of charm
or something. It might have been
tail.
Yumi's headband.
And you were great at seeing that detail, because it was too quick for me. I looked silvery.
I'm not positive.
And
it's just, God, the voice felt like not necessarily a voice I recognize, but it just felt like I'm supposed to know who it is, you know?
Yeah, it was a female voice, and it was very calming and gentle, and it almost felt like it was supposed to be familiar. So you're right, it might be something in the future, because we know the spirit world time's a little, it's not linear so much as it is like in the real world. So
it's a flat circle.
Yes, and then Gyatso said that time's a strange thing, or he said something like that when Aang left. So that could be a possibility that fox was kind of hinting towards meeting Yue. That's a good thought, Jessica.
I'm going to stick to my teapot theory. But what are your thoughts on my teapot theory?
You know what?
Is that Robin's teapot?
You don't know. I don't know.
Where's my conspiracy
that's a cool
yard?
That would be freaking awesome if that was the case. Can you imagine, like, I mean, Korra's not going to show up in this, but
no, Korra's not going to show up.
Can you imagine if there was like hints of something? But that wouldn't make any sense, unless you're going to change up the rules or something. There could be multiple avatars at once. Yeah, never best buddies. That's weird.
So when Katara was with her mom and her gran, they're like, "You'll learn to waterbend soon." All I could think of was, "I'm the Avatar, and you have to deal with it."
Yeah, Korra's amazing. She's so funny. So, guys, I have to say, Water Tribe. I have my Water Tribe shirt on, and I have my Sokka hoodie on, and it even has his boomerang on the back. You can't really see it.
Boomerang, you really do always come back.
Ryan was so funny. He was looking at my hoodie, and he goes, "That's a really nice hoodie. I actually like the design on it." And he goes, "You know, looking at Sokka's boomerang," he goes, "he would cut himself easily trying to pull that out." And I'm like, "Don't you judge that." I'm like, "Why are you judging that?" And he's like, "Well, look at it. The blade of the boomerang sticking out." And he's like, "You have to grab that part."
Use logic.
Yeah, and I'm like, he knows how to lift it out of there. It has a hole in the top.
There's a flying bison in this show.
And it's amazing. I'm like, don't make fun of it. He's like, no. Just, that looks like it would hurt. Like, stop it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. We can't wait to watch the next episode and for you to watch along with us. Have a great night. Bye.